Hi, Dave Snyder here. It's the 28th of December and 2015. Almost the end of the year. Alright, so I was messing with this image here. Where was it? This image right here. This is in the Bering Sea, and it's pretty detailed weather pattern. Storm from 2014. I played with it a little bit before, and what I did is I was trying to overlay it over Lake Victoria because I know this is a distinct shape. This basically proves that there's a hot spot on the Earth that creates the continents, like the same hot spot. Probably more than one, but there's at least one that's the same pattern. This is out of the Bering Sea, right here. This pattern right here, and I'm kind of wondering exactly how. They say how hurricanes and typhoons, the mixture of the air and the temperature of the water and all that. Well, up here it's like there's not really it's all cold water up there, all cold air up there, pretty much. I thought, and it's kind of strange that it forms these storms because I think that these spinners, these typhoons or these rotating storms like this, are from hot spots on the bottom of the earth, are from eruptions in this ocean, at the bottom of the ocean, because this is the same shape. This whatever formed this spot in the weather formed Lake Victoria, and I don't have it aligned over there. I did it first, but I couldn't get it to where I could show you and you could see it real clear, so I moved it. I came up here and I just put this line. See this line in this picture? All I did was put that line together with that because I showed. Remember Hurricane Patricia here? Really good. That was a perfect overlay that one day. But all I did was line this line up right here, right? And I'm looking at it like a dumbass, going, I don't know. I don't really see it. Can't really see it. And then I looked right in the center of it, and then I could see it. And I'm sure I got a little bit too oversized right now. I could probably turn it down a little bit. Get that eye. See the circular pattern in the middle? Check it out on Google Earth. Right in that spot. Just line up that line. And it just, I mean, that's not coincidence. There's no way. Not when you have Hurricane Patricia in the same place. And that line, just all I did was line up the line. That popped right into place on its own. At that size, basically the same size, just probably better than it was as far as size. There it is. Boom. So, this is in the Bering Sea, and this is way down here. Way over here. We're talking all the way over here. Then, not only that, this storm doesn't only go with this. This pattern doesn't. This pattern is all over the planet. Like I pointed out before, these storms. There's a print or a hot spot that creates this pattern, and it's not only here. This is the Pacific blob at the same time in the North Pacific. The same thing that shapes the. When they show the Pacific blob, it's the same shape, same size. That's warming the water from underneath, and that's what my point is the volcanoes under the ocean that warm the water from underneath that create these storms. The vapor, the vapors, it gets lifted into the sky or whatever, but it stays the same shape as the surface of the earth. And this is all over the earth, like I said. And I'm going to show you another spot right now. Right here. Australia. Topo map first. Okay. The first thing I did with that picture was a few days ago, and I put it right here in Australia. And I lined up that line right here. Let me show you. This line, I just lined this up. And you can see in Australia, if you look at, like, I don't know, even Google Earth, Australia has like this corner right here on the eastern coast, eastern side right there. See that? I just lined that up basically. And look at that pattern fit right there over this part. Beautifully. Just beautifully. It's the same thing. Same pattern. So I tried, I figured since that fits there that I should be able to tie Australia and the Bering Sea together if I bring up the Bering Sea. That's where it all started. That's why I brought up the Bering Sea to begin with. And this one's in place. It fits with everything pretty well. But I could also now turn Australia around and line it up the way I just showed it over this area of Africa. this line right here should go it could go, or should, and I'm not going to say it should go, it could go right alongside there with this spot right here. I guess where the eye of that sucker is right there. Yeah, it should go right there in the center. But anyways, we also have the continents turning and things like that. So I'm just showing you how the different places you can find that pattern. You can also find that same pattern, this same pattern, this one here, in the middle of North America. And that's right over, where is that one? I know I gotta try, I guess I didn't title it. Wait. It's here somewhere. Let's see, it's gotta be right here somewhere. Oh, there's the storm. Okay, I put the picture up right here. See that big circular pattern right there? It's only half the circle, but it does have. That's a hot spot from the past or something, because this pole spot, or whatever you want to call it, you see it in the Gulf of Alaska as the Pacific Blob. You'll see it as the storm in the Bering Sea, basically. You'll see it as a pole spot here. Occasionally, the other day it was right here. I seen it the other day, just right here. You can go back and check the weather. A couple of days ago, there was a nice circular pattern. I think I saved it actually. I gotta find it. But there you go. That's shown itself in the past. That big circular pattern right over the western United States. Beautifully. That's a nice one. And just want to point that out. It's kind of cool the way it fits. The way I found that on Africa, though, that was really cool. That was what I really wanted to show. But there you go. Got a little extra. And I'll link the rest together later. I'm just want to get a quick video out. But have a good day.